pathwaysoflight.org. Welcome to the reading, A Course in Miracles Workbook Lesson 110 Insights. I am as God created me. One of the ideas that the ego resists most vigorously is that this world of pain and punishment, suffering and sorrow is not real. Today's lesson spells out very clearly how it could not be real if we remain as God created us. And since it clearly states that we do remain as God created us, unchanged, then the world we see is an illusion. Today's idea offers great relief. It is the basis for forgiveness and release from all guilt. It tells me that because I was created by love, I remain love. That is the truth of what I am. As I seek to recognize that truth, it seems like I must run a gauntlet of voices, clamoring to convince me that I am anything but love. They are simply illusions. As I learn to disregard them, to pay no attention to them, I am able to move past them and see the light of myself, radiating the love that I am. I am not alone in this journey. Through the voices of separation, I have a mighty friend, the Holy Spirit, whose strength is mine the moment I accept it. He holds my hand and guides me through, reminding me all along the way of what is true and real. Today, I would accept the Holy Spirit's help. Each time I hear a voice that speaks to me of limitation, of guilt and fear, I will remember that I hold the Holy Spirit's hand, and His strength is mine. I will ask for and accept His vision. As I practice this moment by moment, the voices become dimmer and more distant, for I give them less and less credence. It is only my belief in them that has made them seem real. With the Holy Spirit's help, I withdraw my belief and I am free. I remember that I remain as God created me. Sometimes it seems so tempting to believe that I am an individual person that can make decisions on my own. This lesson reminds me that this is not true. This lesson reminds me that I am still an extension of God's love that is still in the mind of God. I am spirit, the spirit of love. I am not a body with a separate mind. Letting go of this false concept of having a mind that is separate from God's is what my purpose is now. Letting go of this false concept of having a separate body that has a separate mind is what Jesus calls forgiveness. This false concept of individuality is the barrier that hides my oneself from my awareness. Today my practice is to honor my true self. Today my practice is to open to myself. As I do this, the light that comes into my mind shines away the mistaken ideas of an individual mind. I find that this takes repeated practice. It takes a willingness to not close off awareness of the self again. It takes a dedication to quiet my mind and remember that I rest in God, no matter what illusions may appear to be real to me. I am still as God created me. Everyone is still as God created them. Nothing has changed. No one has left God's mind. God's mind is inviolate. I really need these hourly reminders because the attraction to make the world real still seems to be there. So I practice today remembering that I am still as God created me. I am still the one self, and so is everyone. Today I practice again and again and again. Nothing has changed God. All is in God and of God. All that is real is safe in God. I was thinking about my lesson this morning and started wondering about why I have to keep working on the same problems over and over. What got me to thinking along this line is the holidays. Every holiday I go off my diet and have to work like crazy to get back on it. So I was thinking about weight as a pretty common problem for a lot of people and a lifetime struggle for me. Why should I suffer with this problem? I am God's son, and his son cannot suffer. I've tried to give it away before, but I always take it back. Thinking about this makes me feel guilty because I keep taking it back. Since I was feeling bad about myself, I reminded myself that I rest in God. And why should this problem be any different? I allow it to rest in God too. That's when it hit me. Being different is my whole reason for keeping this problem. I keep taking back certain problems because they keep me separate and unique and special. I've danced around this idea before, but I've never seen it so clearly. Having unsolvable problems keeps me separate from those who don't have those problems. They protect me from accepting my true identity. How can I be as God created me if I am weak-willed? I am using these problems to protect myself from oneness. Will recognizing what I am doing finally allow me to stop? I don't know, but I think taking it out of the dark and looking at it has to help. Now, when I give it to Holy Spirit for healing, I know what I am giving, and I recognize that I am not asking to be saved from fat, but from my split mind. I don't want to be afraid of God anymore. I don't want to be afraid to see myself as God created me. I don't want to be afraid to give up suffering. pathwaysoflight.org